Hello and welcome to the Willow Rose Cottage. I have been invited to an Imbolc celebration today, and I want to make a really special gift, a hostess gift for the hostess that's holding it. And what I decided on was I have a bottle of water from Bridget's Healing Wells from Kildare, Ireland that I gathered when I went. So I went to her healing wells, and when I was there, I gathered some water from the wells and I brought it home here to the United States, to California. And it's very, very precious to me because I don't know if I'll ever be back to get more. But today, since it's Imbolc and it is an Imbolc celebration and she's hosting it, I decided that I want to gift her a little bit of my healing water from the Healing Wells of Kildare, from Bridget's Healing Wells of Kildare. So I did go get the cloth off my altar that Bridget blessed last night with healing properties, and I'm going to just go ahead and lay it down in case I spill a little bit. It'll go directly onto the cloth, so that will be wonderful. So I have a little box here, a little tin box I picked up somewhere along the way. I just really liked it. I thought it was super cute, and I keep all my little bottles in here. So because this is so precious, I don't want to over gift it out to everyone. So I'm very, very careful with it. So now I need to think about the bottle. Oh, drop it. Oh, that's why. Oh no, it stands up. So here's one I think that looks like a little medicine bottle. I think I'll give her this one. I really like it. I was thinking about this one. So someday maybe I'll sit down and tell you the story of how the goddess became a saint. And you can probably figure that out. I'll give you a hint. It sort of happened right after the Christians made it to Ireland. So, but she's still worshipped as a goddess and she's worshipped as a saint. They actually built her cathedral, her saint cathedral, on top of the goddess Bridget's temple. So they're actually in the same place still even. So, okay, I'm gonna do this. I have to focus. You know how clumsy I am. And I will let her decide if she wants to use it or if she wants to seal it and wear it as just as a amulet or something. So it's up to her to do what she wants to do with it. I'm not going to seal it right now because she might want to use it for wonderful magical healing things. So now my dilemma is, how do I find something wonderfully small enough to put this in so that it stays safe until I can get it to her? But I'll figure that out. In fact, I kind of have an idea. Let me show you. So I have a basket of tulips for her, and this one is actually blooming and turning color. It's so beautiful. So I'm going to take this to her. She just got a new place, a new home, and so she's decided she wants to do it in boho. So I found this really sweet boho planter, and then I put the tulips in there, and I had these two kind of wonderful whimsical pot holders, or they could be pot holders or things that you put hot pots on, because they're super, super thick and they're handmade, and I just really loved them. And I have so many of them, I decided that I wanted to gift her these two because they are really carrying that boho vibe that she's going for her new home. And then I have one little tiny cute surprise in here for her. This wonderful little gnome in here, and he's holding a flower pot. And what we're going to do today is we're going to plant seeds. So the reason I love it so much is that her ex-husband is scared of gnomes, and so this is her very first house by herself. So I'm kind of playing with her a little bit so that this will keep him away. So anyway, I hope she gets the joke. I'm sure she will. So what I've decided to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to nestle the water right down there behind the gnome so it'll be protected from tipping over. So another one of the Imbolc traditions that I enjoy following is making lavender milk, and you drink it hot and you infuse the lavender into the milk, then you strain it into a jar. You can use honey to sweeten it, or you can put a little brandy in it if you'd like. So I always try to make some lavender honey for Bridget's day. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get some of the lavender down that I gathered the other day. Okay, so I have my little lavender flowers. So I'm not going to use all of these. I'm just going to use some of them. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep them intact in their little flower, scissors are kind of stiff, in their little flower buds. So I'm going to go ahead and just snip off the little flower buds. Not very many, because you don't want it very strong, because lavender has a way of tasting soapy if you get too much of it in there. So maybe one more medium size. So I'm going to hang these back up and save them for another day. Okay, here we go. Okay. Oh, this one must have fallen out. He wants to go. He says, I want to honor Bridget. I want to honor Bridget. So you can do this one of two ways. You can just heat it up slowly on the stove, or you can put it in a double boiler and heat it up that way. I am kind of under a time crunch. I just been dilly-dallying around all morning this morning, and I have to be there in like 45 minutes. So I've got to pull myself together because I still have a fruit salad to make, or a spring salad. So I'm going to go ahead and do this really quickly. So I have my milk and my lavender flowers, and I'm just going to put it on low, very, very low. Okay, so I'm thinking the only fruit that actually needs to be cut here is my nectarine and my strawberries. So I'm going to go ahead and cut those up. I have this bowl right here I wanted to show you. This bowl was my grandmother's bowl. It was a wedding gift to her, and I think like, oh my gosh, well, she was married 5 times. So I don't know which wedding it was, but she gifted it to me, and I just absolutely love it for things like this. I'm going to use my grandmother's bowl that she got at one of her 5 weddings. You may remember a few videos ago, I made some lavender infused honey. So what I'm going to do is I am going to not spill my fruit all over the floor. That would be really bad. I'm going to take some of the honey, and typically what I would do is I would sift this, not sift it, what's it called? Whatever. I would take the lavender off of the honey. However, I don't have a lot of time today, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move the lavender aside from the honey. I'm going to go ahead and get as much honey as I can with as little lavender as I can. And then I am going to put the strawberries in there, because the strawberries are looking very, very not ripe. So I'm going to go ahead and put the lid back on this, put it back in the windowsill to continue to infuse. I'm keeping an eye on my lavender milk, because we all know I have a tendency to forget and burn things. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the nectarine. Okay, so I need a bigger bowl. Maybe this one? I don't know. Okay, I'm taking these off of here, but these in here, oh my goodness, Now I'm going to do my strawberries. I'm going to go ahead and put the honey in here. Let that just kind of sit in there and infuse. Just let that sit and infuse while I'm working on other things. So, okay, so I have some balsamic vinegar, and I'm just going to put a little bit of vinegar in here with the honey. And I'm hoping that that's just going to cut a lot of this sweetness. And I have some pomegranate vinegar. So this is really loose, not reduced vinegar. So I'm going to put some of that in there. Oh, it smells so good. I almost think I need a tad bit more honey. So I'm going to put just a little bit of regular honey, not lavender honey, just a little tiny bit of regular honey in here. I think what I'm going to do, no, that's not what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this first. So while the milk is doing its thing, I'm going to go ahead and build the salad. So I'm going to go ahead and put the fruit in. So what I have are blackberries, California blackberries, ripe in August, some blueberries, and some raspberries. So I have all of this. I'm just going to sprinkle it on top. So I'm putting all that in as a wonderful summer salad on a bed of arugula. The arugula is going to be really spicy, so all the sweetness will be balanced out. So I also have a little melody of fruit, some dried fruit, some nuts, and some seeds, because well, all of those are for Bridget. Like, she loves seeds, obviously, because we're planting. I don't know if I said that, but we're going to plant seeds today, and herbal seeds for our herbal garden. And of course, she loves fruit because it's the spring fruit, and she loves nuts. So I'm going to take these on the side. So I'm going to put them in my basket right now. So now, the last thing I need to do, that's so not true. It's not the last thing I need to do. I have so many other things to do. So I have a little tiny jar, and I'm just going to put my salad dressing in that jar. Oh, gosh, I kind of want to put it in. I don't know. No, I'll put it in when I get there. Okay. So I have my honey and balsamic vinegar reduced and my pomegranate vinegar mixture in here. Now I'm going to put my honey infused fruit on the top because some of the honey will drip down into the other fruits. So as you can see, the fruit has started loosening up and getting juicy, and the juicy fruit is helping the honey to stay juicy. So it's all just going to be juicy and wonderful and yummy and good. So I have my little flour right here, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to stick my flour right in the top. So there's my fruit. I keep calling it a fruit salad. My spring salad. It is a fruit salad, but I'm trying to call it spring salad because it's Bridget's Day. One more try here. Let's go. Go, good enough, I guess. Okay, So now I usually don't use cling wrap. I rarely ever use cling wrap, but because I'm bringing Louie with me, he gets to go play with his friends too. I just don't want there to be an accident, a little mishap. And to hide the cling wrap, sort of, I have my beautiful bowl cover. So I'll put my beautiful bowl cover on it over the cling wrap so the presentation will be super beautiful when I give it to her. So before I don't know what I was going to say before I do it. Oh, before I do the milk, I'm going to do the brandy. So what I like to do, it's a goofy little thing I like to do. That's why I don't have any money. So I love these little, there's oil and vinegar little pitchers, and oftentimes you find them at thrift stores because one of them got broken or the top got broken or something's gotten broken on it. So when I see the tops, I just buy them randomly because they're pretty much universal if there's just a top, and then later on I might find just a bottom and then I can put them together. But they're pretty inexpensive. And so I started collecting these for my tea parties because when I have tea parties, I like to have different kinds of brandy, whiskey, or vodka, or other kind of spirits out on the table if somebody wants to jazz up their tea a little bit. So what I've started doing, because I have so many, is that when I take brandy to somebody's house for a reason, like a tea party or anything like that, I like to gift them the container as well. So this one's going to go to my friend Heather. She's going to get, and it's the same brandy. I only buy one kind of brandy, so it's the same brandy. So the brandy will go into the lavender milk if she wants, or what I was thinking is we're probably going to have tea, and so we can have the lavender milk in the tea and the brandy in the tea. I think that would be just a really sweet, wonderful little tea party sort of thing. So I'm going to put the brandy in with it. So I'm going to put some cream into this jar, and I'm going to take the cream, and when we start with the milk, I'll just take the cream and start shaking it. And then it will make it really, it doesn't whip it, but it makes it really thick. And so then we'll spoon that onto the top of our lavender milk or our tea or whatever it is that we decide to drink. So we're ready for one of the main events. And what time is it? I literally have 12 minutes to go. So I gotta get a move on it. Oh, perfect. I'll just take this. It's a little tea strainer, and it has kind of the whimsical, witchy, wonderful goddess vibe going on. So I'm just going to take this, and when it's time, I'll reheat the milk, and then I'll just pour it through this. Perfect. Hey, and away we go. See, this is the problem with having my hand not well, is that I'm not coordinated with my left hand. By the way, this smells really good. And I'm so weak with my right hand. Super frustrating. I'm gonna try it. I might make a mess. If I do, it's not my fault. Okay, not too bad. Can't cry over spilt milk, right? Okay, so I think I have everything I need. Oh, outside too, I have reeds, like rushes, and I'm taking my whole basket of ribbons, and we're gonna make Bridget's crosses as well. So I'm excited about that too. This feels so good on my hand. So that's it for now. I hope you have a wonderful Imbolc. I hope that all the things that you do today are fabulous and wonderful, and whatever you do today, stay whimsical.
correct
Oh, okay.
wine.
So this is the correct
This is
wine.
the correct
Well,
wine.
it looks fabulous.
It is amazing. Baloo, stop. You go lay down and you can have a cookie. There.
Cheers.
Cheers.
To the best wine ever, California nectar. I swear, I love it.
Or Mendocino nectar. Mendocino
Magic.
magic. The
So-
manna of the gods, or mana of the gods.
This is why I love living in California. The wine, the fruit, and the cheese. I mean, what else do you need, right? Oh, and ancient grains.
Or Mediterranean Pharaoh ancient grains.
Yes, we do need that. That'll help.
Buttery yumminess.
So Louie decided to add Heather's shoe to the altar. Louie, you silly boy. So we have our altar to Bridget going on here, and Louie just decided that Heather's shoe needed to be part of that.